Hi, welcome to Construction Point. My name is Oshibe Godfrey, and today we shall be discussing how to determine the quantity or the number of blocks that we need for any building project, be it perimeter fencing or any form of construction at all. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do well to subscribe and click the notification button as we proceed. Sometimes on site we are faced with a question like, "Hi engineer, how many number of blocks will we be needing for this project?" Well, the answer is very simple. What you need first to answer this question is the building plan. Once you're able to lay hand on the building plan, let's check what we're going to do on the board. Don't skip any part. There is a shortcut to all this grammar we're going to say now. Just as I told you before, the first thing to do now is to add the length of all the places that there is wall. So all these places now is going to have a wall, except for this opening that's going to use as fencing. But if it is a building plan, you add the whole places that there is going to be a wall, including the places that window pass, because some part of the window, maybe above the window, is going to have a wall, and above the door is going to have a wall as well. So you add every single length that there is going to be wall. After adding it, you now get the total area. By then you know the height of your building or the height of the structure you're erecting. So you now get the area. When you get the area, now you now get the area of those doors and those windows, and now subtract it to get the actual area. Just as here now, what we're going to do is we're going to add, there's only one opening here, we're going to add all this place because the wall is going to pass here except for this place. So what we're going to do now is we're quickly going to add to get the area. Now we'll get the parameter of this thing. So we're going to have 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. So we're going to have a total of 18 meters. So now we know that the height of the wall is going to be 3 meters. They say the height of this wall is going to be 3 meters. So now, since we know that the height of the wall is going to be 3 meters, what do we do to get our area? We now say this will now imply that 18 times 3, which is going to give us 54 meters squared. So this is the area of block that we're going to have. But remember, we are here to remove this opening. So for us to remove this opening now, what we do is we quickly say this opening 1.2 is 1.2 meters in width. So we now have the second area. Let's say this is area 1. So area 2 now, we now have 1.2 times 3. We are going to have 3.6. So meters squared. So now to get the actual area now, we take the main area, then we now remove this opening here. So we are going to have 54 minus 3.6, which is going to give us 50.4 meter square. So this is our actual area. Now, if we have gotten the actual area, the area of block that's going to be there, we need to know the area of one block, so that we will divide this to know how many blocks we are going to be using at the site. So now what we are going to quickly do is now we know that our block, and when we have this to be our block, forgive me. So we know that the width of our block is usually 0.45, then the height of our block is usually 0.225. So area of this block now, for us to get area of this block now, is the length times the width. So we have 0.45 times 0.225, which is going to give us 0.10125 meter square. So now, for us to get the total number of blocks we'll be needing to do this fence now, we're going to say the total area divided by area of one block, which is going to give us 50.4 meter square all over 0.10125 meter square. So this will cancel this. We are now going to have that the total number of blocks that's going to be here is if we divide this, we are going to have 497.7, which is approximately, let's say, 498 blocks. So we're going to have this 489 blocks as the total number of blocks we'll be needing to erect this fence here. But then there are usually room for wastages, so you can decide to add add some, maybe we can make it 500 to account for wastages. But then let me give you the shortcut. 1 square meter contains 10 blocks. So if 1 square meter contains 10 blocks, you see that this is what we had. We had 50.4 meter square as the total square meter. So what we do to get our total number of blocks, we just say 50.4 times 10. This is going to give us 504 blocks. So this and this is almost the same thing. I actually use this at site most times because it's very, very quick. Thank you for watching this video.